Hi everyone, and welcome back to another product review video on my channel. Today I'm going to swatch out the new Lacquet gel polish colors from enVogue. Now these are their brand new spring and summer colors. There's 6 of them. So if you want to see what these are like and how they apply and their pigmentation, just keep on watching. Okay, let's check out the first color, and it is called Dive In, and this looks like a kind of an oasis minty green, so a medium green color. It's quite pigmented. The last time I used the Lacquet gel polishes was in school, and I didn't quite like the formula. The gel polishes back then seemed to pit a lot and they shrunk back off the nail, and it was just, when you're starting out, that's the last thing you want in a product, is to struggle with it so much. But this new formula, I have to say I'm quite impressed. This is the first color, so we'll see with the rest of them. And 2 thin layers, it's quite opaque, very pigmented, and it's self-leveled really nicely. So I did pull out some colors and we're going to compare them, but let's take a look at what this looks like against my skin tone, which is very summery, very spring. Put some white flowers on this, add some holographic silver glitter, and wow, this would be gorgeous. So let's compare Dive Into Caribbean Teal, the MLAC from Magic Gel. That's fairly close. Magic Gel is a tad bit lighter. Lucky Horseshoe Buttercream from Light Elegance is just a tad bit lighter. Then we have Pool Party from enVogue's Hard Gel line, and that's pretty close, just a tad bit lighter. And believe it or not, that's all that was similar in my collection. So let's move on to Margaritaville, and this is a gorgeous neon green or a lime green, and this one goes on quite transparent, so you do need to build it up. I would recommend building this up into 2 to 3 thin layers. This is the second layer that you're seeing here. I have used this color on a client and I put 2 thin layers on. It was a little bit shadowy. That's shadowy, is that a word? So I stuck some hollow butter bling, I think I put over top. No, I did Disco from the P Plus line from Light Elegance, and that looked amazing over top of this color. So this is one you will need to build up. It's not as pigmented as Dive In, so far I'm seeing that it's not consistent in pigmentation, but it self-levels really nicely. So let's do some color comparisons. I have Fusion's Sorbet, yeah, not even close. Fusion's Margarita, I thought would be closer, but it's not. And I have Sublime Lime from Light Elegance. That's not comparable at all. 172 from Ugly Duckling is a little bit darker. 170 from Ugly Duckling is darker yet, so I don't have anything quite like Margaritaville. So let's take a look at Splish Splash. That's a tongue twister. This one is very pigmented. It went on just like Dive In did, so there's a lot of pigment in this color. 2 thin layers, you get an opaque coverage. This one is really pretty, and I think a perfect color for spring and summer. And I would even use this color for snowflake nails in the winter time, believe it or not. Yeah, we're not even in summer and I'm talking about winter, but just a really pretty, I would say light to medium blue. So it's not a baby blue, it's a little bit darker than that. So let's compare this to Meet Me by the Blueberries by Light Elegance. That's lighter. Pacific Sky by Magic Gel, their gel polish, that's even lighter. This one's really close. This one is Showers by Wildflowers. And then we have Color Gel number 20 from Ugly Duckling Color Gel, which is a little bit darker. So the next one is called Flip Floppin, which is this gorgeous magenta or fuchsia color. This one isn't as pigmented as I thought it would be. I have used this color on a client, 2 thin layers, and I almost got an opaque coverage. Not quite. There was a bit of shadowing after 2 layers, layers, but I did put a silver glitter gel over top, and that just camouflaged any imperfection. Glitter just makes everything better. But this one is gorgeous. Such a stunning fuchsia pink color. This one to me screams summertime. This is like a popsicle pink color. And I also think that this is the perfect pink that would go with any skin tone. It's got that blue base and it's just stunning. This one is just so summery to me. Okay, let's compare this to enVogue's Chambord, which is a little bit darker. We have Ugly Duckling number 147, which is similar in tone, but Ugly Duckling's got that pearl finish to it. This one doesn't compare at all. Ellie's Sassy Squatch is a little bit more pink. Purple Iris number 188 from Magic Gel is purple. I don't even know why I have this in here, but I thought I had more of these pinky purpley tones in my collection, but I don't. So let's move on to the next color. Yeah, no, I don't. Lemonade is the next color, and this is a really gorgeous summertime yellow. When I first opened this, I thought it might be like a highlighter yellow, a neon yellow. This one I did have to build up into 3 thin layers to get that opaque look. This is like Margaritaville, so it's not very pigmented, but it does self-level really nicely, and I made it work. I quite like this color. This shade of yellow would look amazing with a darker skin tone. I have a client that has darker skin tone. I don't think I'd be able to convince her to wear this color, but it's worth a try. And sorry I got out of frame there, but 2 thin layers, and this is the opacity of the color, which isn't bad. And this is what Lemonade looks like against my skin tone. I personally wouldn't wear this color, especially on all 10 nails. I would feel too exposed. Okay, color comparisons. This is the highlighter yellow that I thought Lemonade was. This is Star Spark by Magic Gel, and that's more of a highlighter yellow. Number 70 from Magic Gel doesn't compare. Ellie Sunkissed is more of a buttercup. Here's a buttercup. This is similar, but a little bit lighter from enVogue. Ugly Duckling number 4 is a little bit muted, and Yellow Jacket from Light Elegance is a little bit brighter. And then I have Sunkissed from Magic Gel, which is more of a mustard yellow, and Simply Paint Yellow is a little bit deeper. And Ugly Duckling number 167 is a little bit more of a mustard yellow. Man, I have a lot of yellows. So the next color is Teeny Bikini, and this is a really pretty coral. It's almost like a neon coral is how I would describe this. And you are seeing this true to life. It is not washed out in the camera, which is nice. It's not as pigmented as Splish Splash, the blue, or Dive In, which is the green. So 2 thin layers, then you will get that full opacity. And I think one thing that I really like that's consistent with the lacquer is that they all self-level really nicely. And here's what Teeny Bikini looks like after 2 thin layers. So pretty. And this one is another color that screams summertime to me. I would wear this on all 10 nails. Yes, I would. I would feel exposed with this color, but it's a little bit more toned down than the yellow is, and a gorgeous color on my skin tone. So let's compare this to Magic Gel's Orange Nectar. That's a little bit more orange. Teeny Bikini is a little bit darker. Let's see, I've got quite a few oranges too. Summer Punch by enVogue is not comparable. Tickled Pink from Magic Gel is more pink. Short Skirt Flirt Flirt doesn't compare, and Don't Be Such a Pansy is close but not quite. Ugly Duckling number 175 is a little bit closer, but it's got more of a muted tone to it. And I'm not really, what's this one? I Melt For You? Too dark, doesn't compare. Sahara Sunset, that's a little bit more neon. And LE's Dragon Fruit doesn't compare. So let's recap this collection. What do I think of this collection? The colors that enVogue presented for this summertime collection is, I think they hit the nail on the head with this. What I don't really like is the inconsistency in pigment. So you have some that you need 3 coats and they shadow, and some that 1 to 2 coats and they are so pigmented they don't shadow. So it's hit or miss, and that is a little disappointing. As a what do I want to call myself? I want to say as a seasoned or a veteran nail tech, I can work around that. As a beginner nail tech, I know I would struggle, and I have struggled with lacquer in the past, in the very beginning of my career, just because it was so inconsistent and the pigment would be there in one color but not in another color. So in that sense, I don't think enVogue has improved. I do think that enVogue has improved with the fact that I didn't find there to be any pitting and there was no shrink back when I applied the gel polish. So that's good, because that's the most frustrating thing when you go and apply 5 nails of color and you look and the color is shrinking back from the free edge. So that's an improvement with the lacquer now. So tell me what you think of this collection. What did you think of how it applied to the swatch sticks? Have you tried any of the lacquer colors out? Comment down below. And that is it for this video. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.